God is speaking to you. This is only for you. Archangel Michael is crying out because you've ignored what you were meant to see and hear. This isn't a story or a dream. It's real and happening right now. A voice is calling from the other side, trembling with urgency. Michael himself is pleading, open this message now. I'm crying because you aren't listening. The truth is too powerful and too important to wait. Don't delay. Breathe and listen to every word as if your life depends on it, because in many ways it does. God's presence is all around you, protecting you, even when you feel doubt or fear pressing on your spirit. Nothing will harm you. You're safe. But you must trust God. You must pray. You must open yourself to the guidance being sent to you right now. God says there is someone close to you. Even from far away, you can feel their eyes on you. This person holds secrets that touch your life, your body, your very being. They be spoken about you in ways that aren't ordinary. Their words are sharp, twisted, focused even on tiny details like your teeth and your smile, things you thought no one noticed. Michael is crying because these details have been used to harm you, to misrepresent you, to influence your life, relationships, and opportunities without your awareness. God says this is about you. Not someone else. Not a distant event. Your life. Your truth. Your protection. Michael says, do not delay. I'm crying and shaking because if you don't listen, the consequences will ripple into parts of your life you can't yet see. Michael is the protector of truth, the warrior of light. He is asking you urgently to open yourself to this moment and this revelation. The words spoken about you aren't just others' opinions, they're attacks on your spirit, your confidence, your sense of self. They're meant to unsettle you, to plant doubt, to make you question your worth. But God is with you. Michael is here, crying, urging you to see the hidden forces and words trying to distort your truth. God says trust is your shield, and prayer is your sword. When you open your heart and embrace what is being revealed, a protective light will surround you, shielding you from manipulation, gossip, and hidden intentions you can't yet see. You're not alone. God is with you. Michael stands at your side, wings outstretched, tears falling, crying because you've waited too long to face what is pressing against your life. The person who whispered about you, who fixated on your smile, cannot touch you when you stand in God's protection. Michael says act now. This isn't trivial. Every detail matters. Every word matters. Every whisper carries energy that can shape your life. I'm crying, Michael says, because I see what is coming. If you delay, you may not realize the impact until it's too late. God says open your heart, your mind, your awareness. Spiritual forces are at work, unseen but powerful. The words spoken about you come from envy, ignorance, and intent to disturb. But you're not meant to fall. You're meant to rise, to recognize manipulation, to shine in God's light. God says don't fear. Fear is what those who wish you harm want to plant in your soul. They be spoken words to shake your confidence and cast shadows over your worth. But the truth is stronger. Michael's tears remind you that you are loved, surrounded by protection, and guided even when you feel exposed or uncertain. This is urgent. This is immediate. This is divine. Open your heart and awareness to what's being revealed. You have the right to know, to feel safe, to see hidden intentions and distorted words. The person who spoke about you didn't understand your spirit or the protection around you. But now you do. Stand in that protection. Hear Michael's cries as a warning, a wake-up call, a call to action. Michael says, I'm crying because too many have ignored these signs, thinking words can't harm. But words carry energy and intent. When they're meant to manipulate or distort reality, you must be aware. You must trust God. God says, do not doubt. Do not delay. Every moment of waiting allows confusion to grow. Awareness clears your path. Awareness protects your soul. Awareness strengthens your spirit. Call on Michael. Call on your angels. Call on the forces of light. When you pray and open your heart to God's protection, you create a shield that no ill word can break. Your teeth, your smile, your presence, every part of you is sacred and protected. No malicious whisper can penetrate God's shield. Michael sees your hesitation but also your potential. If you act now, open your heart, open your mind, the protection strengthens. God says, open immediately. Do not look away. Do not brush this off. This is about your life, your spirit, your truth. Michael's tears are urgency, warning, and love. He is the protector of your spirit, the voice that cannot be ignored. He cries because the stakes are high, because this message cannot wait. Now you are safe. You are loved. You are protected. But you must act. Pray. Focus on the divine light surrounding you. Trust God. Trust Michael's tears. They show the seriousness of this moment. The words spoken about you, the whispers meant to harm your confidence, are not stronger than the truth, your awareness, and the light surrounding you. Michael says, do not ignore this. Open your heart. Listen fully. Be aware fully. I'm crying because the world is full of distractions and confusion. You are strong, but even the strong need guidance. Open your awareness. Open your soul. What has been said is not the end of your story. It's a call to rise, to recognize, to protect yourself with divine wisdom. You're not alone. God is with you. Michael is with you. Heaven surrounds you. Listen before it's too late. God says everything spoken, hidden, or whispered has a purpose. You're being guided to see, understand, and act. The person who spoke about you didn't know the divine protection around you. Their words are powerless against God's light in your life. You're safe. You're protected. You're loved. But you must open. You must act. You must recognize the urgency. This message is not for anyone else. It is for you. This message is only for you. It carries an urgency that cannot be ignored. Archangel Michael is crying loudly because you've been hesitant, distracted, and not listening while time keeps moving. He stands before you shining in heavenly armor, wings spread wide, his eyes filled with tears of fire and light. He cries because he knows what's coming if you delay. If you ignore this, if you do not open your heart now, he says, I order you to open this now. I will not be silenced. The voice from heaven is demanding that you listen. This is about you, your life, your future, your heart, your soul, not anyone else, not people around you, not the ones who smile in your presence but hide secrets. There is someone who has been whispering things about you, revealing things that are dangerous and shocking. They have been talking about your presence, your essence, the way you smile, the way you speak, even something as personal as your teeth, something intimate, something that belongs to you alone. The truth they carry and the way they be twisted it is not ordinary. You were never meant to stay unaware of this. God is revealing it now because the truth can no longer wait. Michael will not allow deceit to stay hidden in the shadows. Do not delay. Do not hesitate. Open your eyes, your heart, your spirit. Receiving this message is an act of faith and obedience to divine order. Michael is crying because he loves you, because he has watched over you since you were born, because he knows the hidden whispers and dangers around you. The veil is lifting now. You're being given the chance to see clearly, to act quickly, to protect yourself, to claim the safety, clarity, and peace that God has promised you. There is nothing for you to fear, but there is everything for you to act upon. This situation involving your teeth, this person, these whispers, these secrets, this is not trivial. It's not gossip. It's not curiosity. It touches your dignity, your well-being, your life. This person thought they could speak freely without consequence, but God says no. The time for silence is over. The time for exposure is now. Michael stands beside you, sword in hand, crying with urgency, demanding that you take this seriously. Trust God. Trust the process. Trust the divine protection surrounding you like an unbreakable shield. Nothing will harm you if you remain steadfast in faith. Nothing can touch you because God has decreed your life, your path, and your spirit are protected. You are safe. You are chosen. You are noticed. You are not abandoned, even when the world seems silent, even when people pretend ignorance, even when deceit tries to sneak in through whispers. Your angels led by Michael are with you. They are not weeping out of weakness but out of fierce love and determination to protect you. This person, whose name may already be coming to your heart in spirit, has spoken in ways that are calculated, manipulative, designed to undermine your confidence and tarnish what is sacred in you. They be not only discussed your appearance but attached harmful thoughts and judgments to it. Even your teeth, which God created as part of your divine design, have been turned into a symbol, in their words, a tool to mock, belittle, or control. This is not ordinary. God does not bring this to your attention lightly. He does it because your life, dignity, and journey are worth protecting. Michael, weeping with urgency, cannot stress enough, open your eyes, receive this knowledge, act with divine wisdom. Do not be angry at yourself for hearing this. Do not despair. Do not fear. Instead rise with strength from God, rise with courage from knowing you are not alone, rise with clarity from understanding that the truth, no matter how shocking, is a gift to protect you. This is a pivotal moment. One moment of hesitation could let confusion and harm linger. One moment of obedience could clear the path, restore your dignity, and bring divine resolution. Michael is crying but also commanding. He commands action, attention, and faith. He says, open your eyes. Open your ears. Open your heart. Open this message. Do not ignore the call. This is not a suggestion. This is a divine order, a protective command issued directly to you. He weeps not out of despair but out of urgency, because time is short, because God is revealing what has been hidden. If you do not act now, the opportunity to see clearly may be lost. The person who spoke about you, about your teeth, about your sacred self, their influence is ending. Their power to deceive, manipulate, or hide the truth is being dissolved by God's light. The moment of revelation is now. You are at the center of this light. The shadows that tried to hide the truth are fleeting. What seemed secret is exposed. What seemed threatening is now under divine protection. Pray. Trust. Act. Speak to God. Speak to Michael. Call on the heavenly forces that have always watched over you. Ask for guidance, protection, and clarity. Let your prayers rise like a flame, like a beacon nothing can diminish. God hears you. Michael stands with you. Your safety, your dignity, and your divine journey remain intact. This is your moment of awakening, your moment of obedience, your moment of clarity. Do not delay. Open your heart, your mind, and your awareness. Accept the guidance, protection, and revelation God is sending. Nothing will harm you. Nothing can touch the divine promise surrounding you. You are safe. You are loved. You are chosen. You are guided. God says this message is only for you and it carries the weight of heaven itself. Archangel Michael is at your side right now, weeping loudly because you have not listened. This is not a casual warning. This is not a story. This is reality. Michael is crying because he cannot bear to see you unaware of the truths around you. He commands you to absorb this fully because what is coming connects directly to your life, your safety, your reputation, and the spiritual battles you're entangled in. The person who has been talking about you is not just gossiping. They spoke specifically about you and your teeth in a way meant to harm, to take what God blessed in you and turn it into shame or weakness. But God sees it all. He is not silent. He is speaking now, sending this urgent message because you need to understand. Michael weeps because the time to act is now. Every second you delay gives strength to the forces aligned against you. He is pleading with you to open your spiritual eyes, to trust God's protection, to recognize that you are safe under His wing if you obey. This is not a metaphor. This is about you right now. God says this person's actions are not random. They're deliberate. They think they can cause shame or fear by focusing on something intimate, but nothing is hidden from God. He knows every word, every action, every thought plotted in darkness. He is present and protecting you. He is shielding you from what could have been and preparing you to rise above it. God is commanding you to pray, to trust, to align yourself with His will. Your safety is guaranteed not by your power but by your faith. When Michael cries, it is not sorrow alone. It is urgency, love, and a divine call for immediate attention. You are being summoned to awaken, to see that the forces of light are with you, but they need your cooperation. Do not ignore this message. The consequences of ignoring divine warning are real. Michael's tears are like a sound meant to pierce the barriers of this world and reach your heart. Listen to his voice. Feel the urgency in every word. The person who spoke about you did not act out of ignorance, they acted with intent. But God is stronger. He sees your life and is moving to protect you. His angels are surrounding you right now. The words spoken against you are powerless because they cannot penetrate God's shield. Trust God. Trust His plan. Trust that every whisper against you is being turned into fuel for your triumph. You are safe. You are protected. You are deeply loved. Michael is crying because he wants you to feel the depth of divine love, the intensity of divine protection, and the immediacy of this situation. His tears are not for your weakness, they're for your awakening. You are about to witness the unraveling of what has been hidden. God says the truth will come to light and it will astonish you. The plans of the one who spoke about you will fail. God is exposing every intention, revealing every secret, and preparing the way for justice, restoration, and divine correction. Do not let fear enter your mind. Fear is the tool of those who act against you. Faith is your armor. Prayer is your shield. Obedience is your weapon. Michael cries because he wants you to rise, to act in alignment with the divine, to embrace your protection without hesitation. This message is urgent because time is moving and events will unfold swiftly. There is no room for delay. God is commanding. Michael is pleading. Your life is waiting for you to act. Pray immediately. Protect yourself spiritually. Visualize God's shield around you. Know that your life, your essence, your soul are untouchable by those who speak against you. The spiritual realm is active. Angels and archangels are constantly protecting. Michael's tears are a sign of how serious this moment is. You are being lifted into divine awareness, being shown that you are not alone, that those aligned against you cannot succeed because they are no match for God's authority. Open your heart to this moment. Recognize that this message is more than words. It is a call, a prayer, an awakening, and a shield. Heaven is urging you to act, to believe, to trust, to know nothing can harm you under God's protection. Every word spoken about you, every judgment, every whisper meant to wound is powerless in the light of divine intervention. Michael cries because he loves you, because he is responsible for guiding you, because he sees the danger of not listening. This is about your immediate safety, your alignment, and your path forward. God says, trust me fully. Follow my instructions. Allow Michael's tears to move you into action. This is your moment to awaken. This is your moment to recognize the protection around you. This is your moment to pray, to trust, to rise. Michael's tears are not for despair. They are for awakening, for protection, for divine alignment. He will not stop until you feel the urgency, until you act in faith. You are safe. You are loved. You are protected. God is with you. Michael is crying, pleading, urging you to open this message fully, to trust divine will, to prepare yourself spiritually, mentally, and emotionally for what is coming. The words spoken against you are powerless. The plans made in secret will be exposed. God's light is breaking through. It will shine on every shadow, every whisper, every hidden action. Do not delay. Do not hesitate. Pray, trust, and act. Michael's tears are a sign, a warning, a divine plea. God's protection is your reality. You are untouchable in spirit. You are surrounded by love, faith, and obedience. Every moment that passes is a call for you to pay attention, and God is calling you now. This message is urgent and only for you. Archangel Michael is crying loudly because you haven't listened. This is not a simple warning, it is a divine command. You must take it in fully. The time has come for truth and revelation. Michael stands before you, shining, wings wide, tears of fire and light in his eyes, weeping over the choices left unheeded, the doubts and hesitations. This is about you, your life, your protection, and your sacred path. Michael cries because a shadow has been trying to touch your life in ways you could not see. This shadow is not far away. It is close, watching, whispering, conspiring. But God's light can reach into every corner, uncover every secret, and destroy every lie spoken about you. God says someone you have trusted, someone you believed was innocent, has spoken about you. They have spoken even about your teeth, the personal, private details of your life you thought were safe. Their words are shocking, and their intent is even more disturbing. This is not gossip. It comes from envy, jealousy, and a desire to manipulate your image, your confidence, even your health. Michael says the very air around this person is filled with imbalance because of their actions. You may not feel it yet, but divine justice is already moving like lightning, silent and unstoppable, moving in your favor. God says you are safe. Nothing will go wrong if you trust Him and pray as He commands. The safety of your spirit, your body, and your mind are preserved because God shields you from what you cannot yet see. But you must listen, act, and trust completely. Michael is crying because too many warnings have been ignored, too many signals dismissed. There is no time for delay, no time for hesitation. This revelation is urgent because waiting allows consequences to grow. God's mercy is vast, but it requires your faith, your acknowledgement, your obedience. Michael says the person who has spoken about you has also revealed hidden intentions that affect your peace of mind, your spiritual alignment, your relationships, and even your future opportunities. They have underestimated the divine protection surrounding you, the shield of angels that follows your steps, the invisible intervention always present. God says the words they spoke about your teeth may seem trivial, but they are a sign of something deeper, a plan to weaken your confidence, to make you doubt yourself unnecessarily. Michael warns you not to fall for this deception. The mouth they speak with carries falsehood, but your soul's truth and your heart's integrity are still untouched and guarded by forces beyond understanding. God says this is a time of awakening. You must see who stands with you and who does not. You must look beneath friendly appearances and discern hidden intentions. Many may smile at you, but not all are guided by light. The one who spoke about you harbors envy. Michael weeps for your innocence, for the trust you placed in those unaware of their own darkness. God says discernment is now your gift and prayer is your shield. Speak to God. Open your heart and let the truth be revealed. He will expose the secrets that have been hidden. Michael urges you not to underestimate the power of words. Every word has energy. Every sentence carries intent. The words spoken about you, though they may seem small, were meant to disrupt you, to stir anxiety, to provoke fear. But God's light is stronger. Every whisper of malice aimed at you will rebound and become powerless when you call upon His name. Michael says invoke His presence, and you will feel a warmth around you, a reassurance that no human intention can undo the divine plan for your life. God says this is a pivotal moment. The revelation about your teeth and the person who spoke about you is not about vanity or health. It's about your spiritual clarity, your ability to recognize manipulation, and your readiness to receive God's guidance. You may feel the urge to ignore this, to dismiss it as exaggeration, but Michael cries because ignoring it now would mean ignoring protective guidance that could shield you from harm. You are being given eyes to see what was invisible, ears to hear what was whispered, and a heart to understand the intentions behind those words. God says prepare for clarity. You will be shown memories, signs, and visions that connect directly to this person and their intentions. Do not fear these revelations. They are meant to empower you. Michael cries because so many have turned away from such clarity and suffered for it. But for you, God promises intervention, guidance, and protection if you open your heart fully and accept these messages as truth. This is urgent because the window to act is narrow. Shadows can move quickly, but light moves faster. Michael says the person who spoke about you will not prevail. Their actions are limited by divine will. Their power is contained within God's plan. This revelation has reached you now so that you can act with foresight, courage, and wisdom. Forgive the unknowing, protect yourself from malice, and hold on to your faith. Prayer is not only a shield, it is a sword against deception. Speak to God, ask for guidance, and the truth of every situation will be shown to you. God says do not underestimate the spiritual weight of what you've been told. Teeth may seem insignificant, but they symbolize strength, communication, and integrity. This attack is symbolic of an attempt to shake your confidence, your ability to speak your truth, your foundation of trust. Michael cries because these attacks are subtle but meant to weaken you. But you who are listening now are under divine protection. No malice can take root where God's presence is. God says act immediately. Pray with intention. Guard your mind from anxiety, your heart from fear, your soul from doubt. The person who spoke about you will see the consequences of their actions. God's justice moves silently but swiftly. Michael cries because the warning window is limited. He weeps because mercy is still being offered, but time is precious. Hesitation lets darkness gain a foothold. Stand firm in faith, call on Michael for protection. Let divine truth guide your steps. You are being given the ability to discern truth from lies, to see intentions behind words, to recognize patterns of deception. God says this is your gift. Accept it, embrace it, act upon it. Protect yourself. Pray for wisdom. Do not let fear control you. Every word spoken against you will return empty. Every attempt to undermine you will fail. You are in God's hands, and His light is stronger than anything human eyes can see or minds can imagine. God says open your heart fully. Let the truth flow into your life. See the person who has spoken about you for who they truly are, not for the mask they wear. Recognize the lessons in this revelation. Understand that what has been said about your teeth and your life is a reflection of their hidden envy, not your character. Michael cries for those who haven't learned to discern such truths. But you, chosen to receive this message, are being guided to clarity, protection, and empowerment.